Greetings, Lancers. This is your professor for LDR350, Jeanette Gennard, and I wanted to welcome you today and just go over a couple of few points and tips to help you be successful in the class. Hopefully you've seen my announcement by now, but again, I just want to remind you to be sure to carefully read the syllabus in its entirety if you haven't already. In the meantime, I wanted to highlight a couple sections for you. First, I want to remind you that I do have office hours, and they are Mondays and Tuesdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and I'm at the Ops building, the Online Professional Studies building that is off of campus. That is a couple exits up the freeway across the street from the Tyler Galleria. And like I said, I'm there 10 to 2, Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm also very happy to meet with you at any other time virtually, or even during those times if you can't make it down there, using WebEx. So a similar meeting as this. I'll email you a link. You can hop on, and then I can answer any questions. And you don't have to be on video for that if you don't want to. Next, I want to make sure that I highlight and review my late work policy for you. For this class, during weeks 1 through 7, I will accept a late work up to 3 days late. Now, each day that you turn in your work late, there is a 10% penalty. So for example, if a paper is worth 10 points and you're 1 day late, I will reduce it by 1 point, and the highest that you can get is 9 points, and so on and so forth for each day, up to 30% off at the 3rd day late. Now, I realize that sometimes there's emergencies or special situations, so if you encounter a special circumstance, please reach out to me and let me know before the assignment due date, okay? So the earlier that you can reach out to me and let me know that you're struggling or you're having an issue, the better. Now, for week 8, no late assignments are accepted, and it's really important that you realize that the critical assignment for this course is due on day 3 of week 8, so that is the Wednesday. Now, keep in mind that this term is hard because it's during the holidays, and the term ends right before Christmas. So I really encourage you to start working on your critical assignment as early in the course as possible to ensure that you get it done in time and that you're not rushing at the last minute. Week 5 does have other assignments, including discussion forums. The discussion forums for week 8 are due by day 5 of week 8, which would be Friday. And I encourage you, again, for that final crunch, to get your work in as early as possible. As you know, per the program policy, no late work is accepted after the course end date, which is that Friday. And I also want to remind you that for this program, the critical assignment, a passing grade for the critical assignment is required in order to pass the course. So even if you're getting a 90% and you skip it on the critical assignment, then you won't be able to pass the course. Or if you've been doing really well in the course and you're getting a 90% and you fail the critical assignment, you will not be able to pass the course. And again, this is because the critical assignment is designed for you to be able to demonstrate that you've learned the key concepts of the course. And if you fail that assignment, that means that you have not gained mastery of the key concepts in the course, and so that's why you can't continue on. So I also want to remind you that I take academic integrity really seriously. And it's really important that you are familiar with the section of the CBU Student Handbook that covers academic dishonesty. Any suspected occurrence of a violation of the honor code will be reported by me to the Student Services Office. So I take that very seriously. Please be sure that all of your work is original If you've started to take this course in the past and you failed and you're taking it again, you cannot reuse those assignments. So if any of you are in that situation, please reach out to me and let me know, and we can talk about that more specifically. Next, I want to remind you that students who have a documented disability, either short-term or long-term, and wish to arrange special accommodations, you must reach out to the coordinator of disability services. And you can reach out to them by emailing them at dss@calbaptist.edu. Again, that's dss@calbaptist.edu. Now, next I want to talk about getting started in the course. First and foremost, it's really important that you start reading right away if you haven't already. Read all of the course materials carefully and watch the videos closely. This is really critical for you to be able to effectively do the assignments and to succeed in the course. The textbook is widely available, and you can find it on Amazon. You can also find it on VitalSource. For those of you who are not familiar, VitalSource is an electronic publisher, and textbooks are available through VitalSource in an electronic form. They're also available to purchase, and you get those instantly. So if money is tight and you don't want to buy the book, there is an option to rent the electronic version. Go to vitalsource.com to check that out. The first, I'm going to say 80% of the first chapter is available as a sample on Amazon. So if you haven't received your books yet, you can get started on that reading for free online. If you go to the Amazon website, look up the book. Alrighty, next I want to talk about the discussion forums. It's really important that you participate in the discussion forums regularly and as much as possible. I've been teaching online for a long time, and I can promise you that the students who do well in the course are the same students who participate in the online discussion early in the week and throughout the week. Students who wait till the last minute, Sunday night, to post and to respond, not only do they usually not do well in that assignment, the discussion forum assignment, but they almost always struggle with the course overall. So again, I encourage you to participate in the discussion as much as possible. The newest revision of the Blackboard app is readily available on both Android and iPhone, and it's great. Now, I don't recommend that you use the app to post your response, especially the initial response that needs to be fully developed and supported with citation, but you can use the app to keep up with a discussion and to log in several times a day just to see what's been posted and see that you can keep up with it. It'll seem so much more easier and manageable if you get in the habit of doing that. So every time you reach for your phone and try to log into Facebook or Twitter or something like that, log into Blackboard first. The next thing I want to remind you with the discussion forum is that your initial post should be posted to the forum by day 5 of the week of the discussion, which is Friday. So again, your initial response to the question should be posted by Friday, by midnight by Friday. And then in addition to that, at least 2 additional posts responding to classmates are required by that Sunday. Please be sure that you participate in the discussion forum at the right time. There is no partial credit for late participation in the discussion forum after the week that it has occurred, because your classmates won't be able to see your discussion, your contributions, and they can't reply to it. What else? I do participate in the discussion forums, so if I post a question to you, or if I post a question to somebody else, or if I post a general question, and you respond to me, that counts as one of your 2 responses to classmates. Lastly, I want to remind you that your responses need to be fully developed. If you're responding to a classmate, you can't just say, I agree, you're totally right. If you're agreeing, which is okay, your agreement post still needs to contribute to the conversation and move the conversation forward. So you're agreeing and then you're explaining why you agree, what you have experienced that led to that agreement, those kinds of things. The other thing is that you can also ask probing questions. Now, if you're not contributing to the discussion at all and you're just questioning, drilling your classmates, you're going to get an email from me saying that that's not acceptable. But I encourage you two things. One, you're welcome to disagree with one another, respectfully disagree. You're welcome to disagree with me if I post something. And I encourage you to ask probing questions. Share the problems that you're grappling with, either today in the workplace or in the past experience. Finally, I want to talk about what's coming up for the first week. So again, hopefully you've looked at the syllabus. In addition to the syllabus, as you know, the class in Blackboard is broken down by week under the Learning Activities folder. When you open the Learning Activities folder, the first thing you're going to see at the top is the agenda for the week. It's really important that you look at that and that you see what's due that week and what's coming up. For this first week, I really want to point out the assignment to do your YouTube introduction. And your YouTube introduction can be done on a tablet, or excuse me, on a laptop. It can be done on a tablet. It could be done holding a cell phone. Hopefully somebody else can hold it for you, or you can put it somewhere. But you're going to record your own introduction, make sure that it's fully developed. Scroll down in the Learning Activity folder for the week of week 1 to that assignment and review the assignment requirements. Once that's completed, you're going to, if you don't already have a YouTube channel, you're going to set up your own YouTube channel and upload the video to that. You can set the privacy settings so that your video is not searchable and that the only way that people can see the video is when you share the link with us. If you have any questions on that, as always, please reach out to me and let me know. Finally, I want to conclude by telling you that I really, really sincerely am passionate about the concepts in this course. I have been teaching leadership communication for many years in many different contexts. I've been teaching this at the university level, both undergrad and graduate, and I've been teaching this in corporate training and in executive leadership coaching, which I have also done for many years in the past. And I truly believe that effective communication is one of the most critical tools that a leader has to have in order to be successful in a leadership role in any organization today. And I really look forward to you guys sharing your own insights and leveraging your own experiences as we discuss these concepts in the discussion forum and as we grapple with the challenges, because unfortunately I feel like we have more challenges, I think, in effective communication than ever. That has always existed, but because we're practicing such poor communication habits so much, such as texting and relying on emojis and stuff like that, Facebook, those kinds of things, that when we have to switch gears and speak effectively in a leadership role and in a formal role, it's harder to make that switch back. So I really encourage you to practice effective communication throughout your life, even when you're on Facebook and on social media. And certainly we'll be dealing with all of those concepts here in class. As always, let me know if you have any questions, but I am really excited for this term and I look forward to spending this time together. Blessings. Thank you so much.